actually searching for more jobs. And the lady came up to me and she was like, "Hey, this program is for you." I'm like, "Huh?" She was like, "It's a tech program who helps people like you." She just kept saying "you," so I'm like, "Am I special?" like, and then oh, that's the go. All right, so then she told me basically like the steps like of how to do it. Like search Europe on the website, and you'll find out more information. So when I went home that day, I was just thinking like, whoa, like I need to start doing something with my life. I just can't sit around here and do nothing. So I remember her just coming saying, you. So I went online and I searched it. I'm like, okay, like this seemed like a pretty legit website. And I was like, everything seems so like fun. Like I can see myself really being in this program, bettering myself. So I gave it a shot, went to an info session. Now I'm here.
Great. Okay, and had you had any tech background at all, Michaela, when you started?
I had absolutely no tech background.
And how do you like tech?
Tech, I thought I was interested in tech, but now just going through these courses, I'm like way more interested. Before it was like the first like module one and stuff, I was like hesitating, like whoa, like I really don't know this stuff. But I just kept like wanting to go further and further, so I just kept trying and trying and trying. And I probably don't got it all, but I'm getting it, so it makes me feel even more like accepting when it comes to tech. So
good. So you got the bug. You got the tech bug now.
Yeah, I got it. It bit me.
That's great. So as you move forward and as you have done in L&D, what do you think your biggest challenges were since you hadn't really gone to school before and now you entered such a kind of strict, lack of a better word, program?
I think my biggest challenges were arriving on time because I am a late person, but coming here, it showed me that I could really do anything when I put my mind to it. So arriving on time, I got that out the way, and like just applying myself. Like I was never the type of person to do any type of deliverables, homework, or anything. But when it comes to it now, I'm like the first one after school. I gotta do it. So it really just changed my whole like cycle and way of thinking. So that's how I got to it.
That's great. That's wonderful. So, when you think of your internship and you're seeing yourself going to a company, what do you think your strongest skills you're bringing to that company?
My strongest skills I feel like I bring to a company is like personality and like my sense of humor and my like ability to like adapt with like any setting I'm in and like just building connections with people wise so like everyone can feel comfortable and just like make a solid team because I like teamwork make the dream work, so I can't be in it alone.
Great. All right, excellent.
I'm up?
You're up.
Oh, yay. Okay. Hi, Michaela.
Hey.
All right, let's see. Tell me about a manager that you found hardest to work with. What did you do to maintain a working relationship with this person?
All right, so I remember I worked at Noodles and Company, and the manager, like, so when it was the hiring process, like, basically he hired me because he said he liked my smile and my energy. So he really didn't look at my qualifications and stuff, and if he would have looked at it, he would have seen I didn't have any experience when it came to, like, busboying, like, cashier and stuff like that. Like, I'm a beginner. This was, like, my second job. So when it came to the work, he was just he didn't understand I don't have any experience. So he just kept like pushing me. And instead, like I got frustrated a little bit because it's like you're not showing me how to do it. It's like I have to pick it up and learn on my own. So I felt like it wasn't unfair. So one day I just came to him. I had a conversation like, yo, like I really have no experience in this. And I understand when you're doing a job, you have to do it for yourself, by yourself. But I said, if you could help me just a little, like, I feel like that would make me more productive. So he listened to what I said, and he had somebody actually train me to do the stuff. So after that, I accomplished it, and I was on top of it. So I had to strategize with him.
Cool. Good, thanks. Let's see. Describe a system that you use to stay organized. How do you track deadlines, action items, follow-ups, and all that kind of stuff?
All right, well, since, Europe is big about taking notes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. Notes? What? Really?
So basically, I write down everything that I see, everything I hear, and I write it down to my notebook. So, like, going in afterwards to do anything, I have to remember to look at my notebook, and I look at the key points so I don't forget like what's going on. Or I might just ask somebody like, "Hey, do you know what we have to do for today and stuff?" So that's basically the only system I use. It's been working good so far. So
Yeah, so far so good.
yeah.
Cool. Okay. Let's see. Share one career goal that you've set for yourself, and what are the steps or actions that you've taken to try to reach that goal?
Career goal. When you mean career goal, do you mean like future wise or? Well, of course future wise, but like me at a at like a job. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think of the question like more.
Sure, yeah. And this is, I think this is just sort of like what, when you look at your career just in general, what is the goal that you've set for yourself? So it's not necessarily specific to the internship or the position,
Okay.
but just like an overarching goal.
All right. So my first goal is to have a career.
Yeah.
Like,
There you go.
that's my first
There you
goal.
have it.
And secondly, I just want that career. Like, it doesn't matter about the money with me. So I want to love what I'm doing. Like that's the main thing I'm interested in. Just love what I'm doing, so it could pay off afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my whole motto for that.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so one more thing. So as you know, Europe is a very structured environment, and a lot of internships don't have that kind of structure that's sort of built in. So how do you anticipate sort of engaging in an environment that's not as structured, and maybe things are just a little more kind of vague, or maybe you have a lot of downtime? How would you sort of use that time?
All right, so I would just think of it as. Let me see, like life. Like you have to do certain steps in order to get somewhere. So I feel like by me just like I can say doing what I have to do in order to get there, but it's just when it comes to like downtime and stuff, I'm gonna think ahead. So if I know I'm gonna have like like a project coming up or like for instance a tech demo, I'm gonna try to plan ahead during my downtime when it's free. So later on, it could just I can get to it and just get it done.
Nice. Thank you. Okay, I'm done.
So I have one question, Michaela. Very good. So assume that you work at a tech company, and your manager comes to you and says, "I have this high-profile project that I need you to work on," but she doesn't really give you very much information to start with, and you don't even really know where to start, what to do. What do you do?
Well, I will ask her so many questions in order for me to get it down packed. Or I would email her if she doesn't have the time, or he or she doesn't have the time. Or I would ask someone who I work with, like, "Hey, have you did this project before?" Or, "Hey, can you help me? Like, do you know anything about this?" Or if it's just like a project I could research, I'll probably research it too.
Okay, good. All right, I think that's the end of the questions, and I'm just going to ask you a tech scenario, so if you want to just log into the computer. You can log in, Michaela, using STAdmin,
All right.
and then the password YUOPTY explanation. You know that already?
Mhm.
Let me know when you're logged in.